putting fear into people. So I should go somewhere and look for some sort of backing for myself. So in there, you are going to protect yourself, or you are going to spoil somebody to remain there.
Yeah.
Or you want to rise up to that apex of your career, and you can't go there just like that. You need to pass through some realms.
Now, moving on, veteran Nigerian artist Nines is saying something, and recently he has declared that the devil controls the music industry, echoing long-standing conspiracy theories. And I'm asking, is this some form of spiritual warfare that is going on? This is something that is quite common in Hollywood, yes, or in America, the American entertainment industry. There are times where it got so popular that we even got hint of it here in Ghana. Because I remember some 10 years ago, when we were in primary schools, they would tell us not to sing particular songs. Like they would tell us that Jay-Z is Illuminati. They would tell us, Rihanna, don't sing You Are My Umbrella. I remember Umbrella so well. I remember they told us not to sing Jay-Z's Forever Young. I wanna live forever, because they said is backed by Illuminati and so many things. Even Sarkodie cried. They said Sarkodie had joined Illuminati, so because of that, he had to drop the single Illuminati. He had to go and stand on the desert. And Honoka saw the Grammy BATANA. Since then, the Grammy hasn't come. We are still in a natural name. We are still waiting for the Grammy. But Shirima, what would make an artist like Nines? Because Nines has been
Kongaso
Tupac. I mean, he's an OG. So what would make somebody like that who knows how the industry actually works say that the industry is controlled by the devil? The devil is actually the choir master.
I read a little about him, and I got to know from the inception of his career, he was a staunch Christian. But moving on along the way, he
backslided.
He switched. He didn't backslide. He faced certain spiritual attacks that made him switch from that Christianity to a traditional religion. So I think it's subjective. It's based on what he has seen or what he has encountered in the industry. Did he talk about, we have gospel industry and we have the secular industry. When you put them together, the gospel people, they have their own problems that they face within. Similarly, the secular people also have issues that they face within. We are human beings. It is a human institution, and you can't take diabolism out of human beings. Wherever 2 or 3 human beings are gathered, there should be surely the one person is going to be diabolic.
Exactly.
In over there. It doesn't make that industry
is diabolic.
It doesn't make
that industry. Why are you putting words in his mouth?
It doesn't make that industry satanic. It depends on where you are coming from, what you have seen. So probably he says he go to a time he fell sick and was vomiting blood. He vomited blood for close to 6 months. It
could be tuberculosis.
Probably yes. It could be a scientific disease. But he says he sought for a medical treatment. He didn't find it. Later he found out it was a spiritual attack that he had to deal with.
From the industry.
Yes. Probably there was somebody in there. He hasn't faced what you are facing before.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, so you can't say the industry is satanic or diabolic. There are people who have been able to be. Let's come to Ghana. Daddy Lumba and Nana Champon, they all rose at the same level.
Yeah.
Daddy Lumba is gone. Nana Champon is still there. He's not sick. Probably if he's sick, we don't know about it.
Yeah.
But Daddy Lumba has been sick for like 15 years.
Yeah.
But they came out together. What is the problem? So probably if Daddy Lumba is saying the industry is diabolic or satanic, he has a cause to say it.
Yeah.
But Nana Champon wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Because probably maybe he hasn't experienced what that he experienced. So it's subjective. But for me, being a third person outside, I can confidently say it is dangerous.
Really?
Yes, I wouldn't use the word satanic, but it is dangerous when you don't have a backing power. When you are in the industry, it is not only the music industry. Everywhere, whether you are a teacher, you are a doctor, so far as you work with people, if you don't have a spiritual backing, it is very dangerous for you.
You know, it is also perceived by many that music is controlled by the devil, because when Lucifer was up there with God, he was singing. I mean, he was a good singer. It's not like I was there. I wasn't there, but we all know, right? From what we have, the religious text that we have read, yes, he was a good singer. So now people also have that thought that music is controlled by the devil. So you can get to a particular point in the music industry, whether you're doing gospel, it doesn't matter the genre you're doing, you'll get to a point where you'd have to succumb to some devilish stuff.
It's two things. Number one is fear, and the second one is the urge to be at the top.
By all means.
Yes, let's take Edamreku, for example. I've sat under administration of Edamreku, and for the 2 hours that he ministered, I could see people getting spiritual gifts. People who haven't spoken in tongues before speaking. People who haven't even sung before receiving songs vividly. Gandhi. I was like, why? Is this satanic? Is it diabolic? Or let's think about that.
Yeah.
It depends on the aim of that person. One is fear. People fear. You know, just like he's saying, so he's putting fear into people. So I should go somewhere and look for some sort of backing for myself. So in there, you are going to protect yourself, or you are going to spoil somebody to remain there.
Yeah.
Or you want to rise up to that apex of your career, and you can't go there just like that. You need to pass through some realms. That is where you would have to get certain things to protect yourself. That becomes satanic for you.
Yeah.
So if you are doing your music wholeheartedly, if people play your songs, fine. If you make the streams, you are moving. What's going to push you to go and look for some spiritual backing? But in as much as we are human beings, the music that you are doing, probably somebody doesn't like it. He sees you just came 2-3 years and you are rising down. Yes, you are rising that fast. So I need to get you down with a disease. May he rest in peace, my friend. You know him. MC, this guy. Decoder. Such a great talent. Look at what happened to him. Yes, so probably if you don't have somebody or some sort of a spiritual backing behind you to pray for you, to watch your back for you, things will happen. It doesn't make the industry satanic or diabolic. Satan doesn't control music.
Okay. Wooly, your thoughts on this one? And
music is actually spiritual. Music as a whole itself is spiritual, because let me give you an example.
So one corner where today is spiritual.
It's spiritual. Yes, it's spiritual because something was speaking through Patapa. That is why he had to do the song One Corner. But today he had a course. Music itself, because it doesn't make sense that we will sit here, we are all seeing things, but someone is able to compose what we are all seeing and make it sound nice, make it attractive to you. So it's a spirit. Kofi Kinata has said it so many times that it
could either be good or bad.
It could either be good or bad. You are just there, and the spirit of writing comes in. Blacko is talking about things that a young man his age is not supposed to even be talking about. But he's talking about it. He's preaching about things that probably a 50-year-old man has seen all his life. Do you want to tell me all these things are things that ordinarily came? No. It has a backing. Music is a spiritual work. Like, it's actually spiritual. But again, in terms of your protection, who are you giving your protection to? Are you giving it to the maker I believe in, or you are giving it to a babalawo you also believe in? It's two forms. So, like, it's in two forms. What you believe in. What do you believe in? Someone believes in his mirror, that his mirror is his God. Like, at a point, whenever it is tough for him to go and sit somewhere, the person will go and stand right before the mirror and say one or two things, and it works for him. That is his protection. I might say it is this ring wearing me, it's my protection. That is when I hold this ring, I'm able to be controversial or say whatever I want to say. It is my own.
But do you have something in the ring?
Yes,
My friend will say only para.
J. But let's get.
But like I'm saying before I end. So it's a spiritual work. So definitely people would have what they use in protecting themselves.
Yeah.
Someone might go for Babalawo. Me, I might believe I have a man of God who prays for me. Someone might believe the moment he opens Psalm what?
Psalm 91.
Shatawale. The moment he opens Psalm 91, God speaks for him. He will have a Lamborghini flying into his house. That is the person's belief.
Shots
So
fired.
diabolic. No, I'm just giving you steps into building those things. I'm giving you steps into building those things. So generally, it is what you believe in that protects you. Probably the young man had believed in God for a very long time.
Yeah.
But when he got into the industry, so one or two things were crossing him. So he switched camp to Babalawo. And when he joined Babalawo is protecting him very well.
You leave the Almighty.
So let him go. Let him go with his Babalawo. Let him go with his Babalawo.
I'll grow when it's
For me, I believe only one maker in mind.
Get out there.
But there are certain school of thought that say when you believe in when you go that church where you go early.
But there are people who have gone on that church way and are still strong.
You see that thing?
There are people who have gone on the church lane and they are still strong. And there are people who have gone on the Babalawo and went and they never came back again.
So that is a way.
There was a musician in this country that from 2020 to 2022 was one of the biggest artists. Everywhere you hear him is Frim Amotia gang. Where's the Amotia?
Yeah.
Where's the Amotia? As a musician, starting music, all you say is Amotia gang. Frim. Hey.
Please, so whatever it is that you believe in, focus on that focus. Don't migrate. Serve it and serve it well. But if you don't serve it well and it backfires, that one is between you and your God. We are not there, Sam.